we doing today? Now, a couple of things. Tablet and pen time. That means you get a tablet and a pen. You write things I want you to say and to do. What a concept. I would like to get each one of you to be a corporate millionaire. I want you to focus on something. Everybody wants to be rich. The answer is no. You see, the reality is if you had $1 million, you don't get to keep it. Most of it goes into taxes. Corporation gets to keep it, don't pay tax, so it's profitable. So we get a better way to play the game. Now, this is live. You have a question, just type it out. There's no pictures, there's no recording. It's pretty simple. All right, I want you to write down, put it here. Now, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? See, I like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and yachts and mansions. And I like paying my bills on time, too. So guess what? Take a picture of this page. Now, I'm going to tell you most pictures or pages you can't take pictures of. But certain pages, I'm going to say, please take a picture. So let's understand. What did I do to get to billionaire? Well, I had 22,000 payphones when I was 17 and a half. That was fun. I got 19 houses, but then they told me I couldn't get number 20. So what did I do? I transferred to my divisions. I freed up my loan to value problem. Now I wrote books on laundromats, dry cleaning, car washes, all the things I do. Why? Because that's how I made my money. You see, I didn't like to run a business. That was never my dream. My dream was to bring in the money coming in on a monthly basis. First, I saw in 1,000 a month, then 10,000, 30,000, 100,000, and more. So these are things that you think about today. I call it auto income. See, auto income means it's coming in, you own it, but you don't have to run it. Third-party management. So if we do this correctly today, we can learn how to play the game and to win. So rags to riches. What can I say? Heck, I got born in a taxi on the way to Guardian Hospital. She didn't want me. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. So today I want you to play and have your journey begin today with me. As we play, draw the diagram in front of you. I'd like you to draw the diagram. I want you to relate to things around you today. In other words, I want you to relate to literally things in your city, where you live today. Let's think about Bank of America. They literally bankrupt 6,001 locations. What did they do? Their parent company owns a branch. These are branch numbers. Wow. So here's a corp owning a corporation, branch number. They file bankruptcy, they bankrupt a 100-year lease, wipe out the debt and take the money and the honey. And they write it from their taxes. Huh. Why can't we the people do that? Well, we could if we learn how to play the game. Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, US Bank. If we look at Chase, then we look at all the other banks. We look at grocery stores. Walmart, Sam's Club. How about Geico? How about cities? How do cities file bankruptcy? Wow. You see, that's a corporation too. So 50 corporations, United States of America Incorporated. All right, you got states and they got cities. They filed bankruptcy and kept all their assets and just wiped out the debt. So I think for we the people, we should focus on one thing: stop bringing the pain home. Next, we have to think about becoming a certified CFO. You see, to be a real CFO, we have to know how to play the game and to win. The ultimate goal is how to win the game of business. And I wrote that 45 years ago. Now, I'd like you to reprogram your brain to millionaire status. As we play this game, we have to learn. I got dropped off every morning at 6:30 by Mrs. Hope. I call her the she-devil from hell. What did I do? I ran over to the light, kept me warm, ate out of a trash can. I got stole from the pier, got caught. The man caught me the third day and says, if you want to steal from me, I'm going to call the police or you can take out my trash. Police or take out the trash. It's obvious I take out the trash. I was on the pier, all right, taking out the trash and cleaning out the chum buckets till I was 9.5 years old. All right, and that's what I got to do. I went to their homes in Palos Verdes and shovel, you know what, on the weekends for the houses, their cows and their horses too. See, everybody knew me as boy, clean out the chum bucket. Boy, do this. You know what? I noticed something on Redondo Beach Pier. All right, Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes. I saw money. I wanted mine too. Ever since then, I've been studying rich and famous people as a little boy. What did I see? I saw money. How do I get my own? So let's talk about rules and tools. Many years ago, I'm the man that trained Ken Yarborough. He was security chief at TRW and Experian. So what happens is we're going to give you some rules and tools. If you take your personal cards and you put a stick in the back of the card, you write down the limit of the card, maintain 25% always, never pass 29%. That's the diagram I drew years ago too. What happens is you create the line of defense. Next, you take these types of cards, American Express, Gold, and Platinums, because why? They don't fluctuate your credit. These keep dropping the score when I get stuck. In other words, I use past 29%, I get stuck. I drop my score, I get stuck, can't get any more. Hawk my house, that's kind of silly and dumb too. But if I take these two cards, they don't fluctuate up to $1 million as long as I maintain a payment. I can maintain a 750 score. What a concept. So there's a science to everything you're trying to do. So let's play. TRW stood for Thomas Raymond and Woolrich Bicycle Parts Information Business. Became Experian in '96. I drew the first one of these years ago, and I called it basically good, fair, or hell no. So if you understand this combination of this today, every one of you can maintain a 750 score for the rest of your life. That's what I like to teach you too. So we look at goals and we look at rules and tools. If we run our lives this way, we can actually get the discipline down and never bring the pain home. Now, if you're all jacked up on your personal credit, let's understand today. What do you do? Debt consolidation for 3 to 7 years and screw up your credit even more? The bankruptcy thing? No. Why don't we take a picture of this page and click? Why don't we build this supply credit under the corporation and tax ID so we can reduce and turn supply to cash? This could actually balance your debt. The ultimate ways to balance your debt and understand rules and tools. Now, understand for me, I don't have excuses. Most people do. You see, that's me in 1981. Highest kick on the planet, fastest kick too. My assets are higher than a 6-foot locker. So what do we get to do? You see, everything I do, I master the rules and tools 100%. And I won't accept second best or plan B. I'm always plan A, and I have to be number one in what I say I get to do. There I am. You see, I got everything I want. Don't you? I don't even have to work unless I want to. But I call this, my wife calls this my hobby, helping people like you get to millionaire. Simple to do. Let's make you a certified CFO. Let's play the game, get a corporation, 3 divisions, up to $1 million. Now, I got these coaching programs, and I coach 30 people at a time. That's all I can do because I can do 6 calls a day. Coaching, I analyze their credit every 7 days to stay on top of it, and I know their file better than they do. Next thing, we look at a blueprint call. Every one of you need a blueprint call with me. What does this mean? I want to blueprint your life, but I want to look at your past, present, and your future, good, bad, and ugly. I want to look at your family, your corporation, your divisions, the irrevocable trust you should put in place because they're planning to die. I want you to think about the house and the car. And I want you to think about auto income and cash flow for your time. Next, I want you to think about this. Husband and wife should be on that phone call with me up to 1 hour, or partner in life, at least that too. Now, no plan B, please. Plan B doesn't exist. Plan B are those the ones that say, thank God it's Friday. Oh, it's hump day. Those are the losers of the world. Sorry, it's just what I believe. Half the people in this world are friggin' lazy. The other half have to see it, believe it, go get it. If you want me to coach you to the millionaire, to the billionaire, let me know. See, we have to look at a corporation as a legal person. It's right there. A corporation, legal person, Chapter 18. Not here to get legal accounting advice, but here's what it says, public record. Corporation's a legal person. Let's circle that. Okay. Now, I heard this when I was 7.5 at Mrs. Hope's house because she had a poker game every Wednesday night. I rode my boss to go down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. Library next door. Man, what does this mean? I want to find out what it meant. She walked away rudely. 5 minutes later, here's a mock of his, here's a bug. She was kind of a bee. I read the bug. I was looking for a blueprint. I wanted out of hell. That was just me. I didn't find a blueprint, so I created my own. All right, what did I do? I found out that a corporation, all right, is free in all 50 states. You just pay a filing fee. All right, I can't believe people pay thousands for a piece of paper that's free. All they had to do is pay a filing fee, and they'd learn to do squat anyway. You see where it says may sue or be sued? That kind of scared me. And then when I got named in a lawsuit, it scared the what out of me. So let's think. When I set away my $10 a long time ago when I was 9.5 years old, I got a corporation for $10. Helping Hand. Would you like to get a new one for you today? It's $30 for nonprofit in California, $100 for profit. See, they're giveaways. Come on. It's the rules and tools behind it that make sense. So I got Helping Hand Industries. We got over 100,000 of credit cards came in the mail. People back then got credit cards in the mail for personal business credit. I got named the movie Dave. At 12.5, it scared the really crap out of me. Why? I got named in a lawsuit. We started the Orange County Blind Center. The ultimate goal, I used the word Braille, and then belonged to the Braille Institution, so I got in trouble. Had to learn how to play that game too. So the goal is to never bring the pain home. So when they say don't put all your ducks in a row, all they had is an answer going, beep, beep, beep. That's about it. I realized I had to create something that did not exist. I invented something called division process. So as your corporation gets sued, they sue you. You're the duck and the sheep and the voice for the corporation. And don't be surprised they take everything you got too. So you got to play. So the goal is put your ducks in a row and never bring the pain home. So let's understand. Me, I am blunt and I'm honest and to the point. I'll tell it like it is. If you follow the stupid, you did stupid. You're not stupid. But the reality is there's different ways to play the game, the right way and the wrong way. From there, I got the nickname on KNX Radio after 49 years to be the godfather of credit. I'm going to tell you what to do and teach you and treat you like you're 2 years old. To never bring the pain home again. Reality is simple, a list. If you go shopping today, would you need a grocery list? If you have goals, do you need a list? Simple. What do you need now? The steps to go accomplish it. How about the daily list, the weekly list, the monthly list? How about the project list? Without the list, I don't think you can accomplish your goal. And then from there, I have a foolproof program. See, as a kid, being used and abused sucked. I swore to myself I would never get married and have kids unless I had a foolproof program that I created myself, and that's what I did. You can't even screw my program as long as you follow through. I got clients of basically rich and famous people all the time, homeless people too. From there, guess what we get to do is play the game. The ultimate goal, even people coming out of prison as well, like Free Ray Ricky, Dickie Ross. And then we got basically Thomas, 26 years in prison. 6 months of coaching him, what did we get to do? Brand new dump trucks. Now he does millions a year. So here's the problem. Because you didn't take the time to look behind the curtain and figure out how it worked, I think you're kind of guessing on most things you do. So it's like when you started your credit file, that inquiry. And then friends and family told you how to do this and that too. Let's understand how it works. Number one, you signed an SS5 form. The SS5 form gave you the SSN and Social Security number. That's how you file your 1040 tax return. Now, you only get one of these, one. So that means very simple, you have one chance to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might also be dead. We the people. The next thing we have to do is compare SS5 to SS4. Now, if you didn't do your SS5, that means mommy did it because you were born in 71 on. So that's how it works. So a woman can leave the hospital unless she signs the SS5 form. For the baby, they can't even release the baby and the mother. That's terrible. But the reality is very simple. Let's look at SS4 compared to SS5. Legal name of entity, individual person. See, the only form the IRS ever created for banking and credit purposes was the SS4 form. The reality is the world forgot to pay attention. Now, if you don't file your tax returns, that means you're a crook. You should just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. 3 years in prison, $5 million fine, ruined his life and his career. But if you want to play the game the right way, you go to irs.gov and you download a form called 1244. Do you realize the corporation and you can file one single tax return and almost not pay any tax up to $3 to $5 million anyway? So I don't understand why people wouldn't file tax returns to learn how to play. All they ever do is tell me they didn't know. Realize they didn't do their homework too. Here's Richard, he won Survivor the first show. He almost died twice on the show, running around naked. You see, he got the $1 million check. What did he do? From there, his attorney told him, tax attorney, you get to keep $375, the rest goes to the IRS. I told him to reference 3 times 5 to turn it to $15 million. Well, he didn't listen to anybody. What did he do? Simple. He pissed it all away. 3.5 years in prison. All right, 10 years probation, he violated that too. You see, the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. People aren't stupid, but they follow stupid a lot. United States of America Incorporated, what do? 50 corps, 50 states and cities. They created Chapter 9 bankruptcy just in case they have an oh shit day too. And then they bankrupted debts on 11 cities so far. You see, it's called we the people. Supreme Court says a corporation's a legal person. We can stop bringing the pain home. Today, I would like you to write down division of me, all right, which means you. We look at line 1 right there, legal name of entity, individual person. I put your name there, your corp, division, or subsidiary. I build you an umbrella for $1 million of cash credit. Run it all off. So let's understand and write down 3 divisions of me, 5 closet divisions. Now, every one of us have an oh shit day. Sorry to say it that way, but it's true. 2009, I find myself in a coma. Someone had a virus on one of my yachts. What do? I died in a coma. My wife was tricked to sign a POA to steal everything I had. About $3.7 billion of goodies. We come out, I'm broke. What do I have? My family, my kids. We're homeless. We have nothing. I sold my wedding ring, Rolex necklace bracelet, $16,400. I took my 3 divisions of me, and I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. From there, I bought my wife her next dream house. See, the only thing you have today is excuses. The reality is you should have a division of me. What do you get to do with that? Simple. Build credit, buy a house, and get a franchise. Isn't that the American dream? So if we play the game the right way, we'll never bring the pain where? Home. So let's think about something today. All right, that car is a division. That lease is a division. That property you have, well, I don't know which one's going to slip and fall and sue me and screw me up, is a division. How to receive money under the SS4, no taxes due to we're profitable. And under the Fair Lending Act, we take 1 card and we turn it into 99 more. See, this is going to be up to you to learn to play the game, the ultimate game. If you have a corporation today, please take time, look on Secretary of State's website, find your corp, find your name. You're the only voice it has. When they sue you. Congratulations. By the way, 87% of people put their home address on that. And that's kind of silly and dumb. You add yourself to the national mailing list and the robocall list too. Why don't you use a mailbox, etc., or shared office space? Put your ducks in a row, because right now when they sue that corp, they sue you. That kind of sucks. Why don't we create a line of defense not to hurt our families anymore? What do you think? Ultimate goal. So here's a $100 million building, the $1 million Lamborghini. Here's the keys. Here's one of the $5 million mansions and $1 million spray boat too. I obtained these things. Why didn't you? You see, here's $200 million of goodies. Would you like some goodies? They should be under a corporation, by the way, because they are. And you can get to the $1 million dream if you want to. If you let me add you to my system, I can add you to my system, show you I got that $5 million mansion there too, and to make sure you don't bring the pain home ever again. Next thing is, let's write down credit, loan, and money. I believe you had some money before. I believe you kind of wasted and pissed it away. What if you could reference 3 times 5 and leverage it to more money? If your corporation's a management company, managing a division for franchise, an apartment complex, you're going to create a line of defense. In my original series of books called Running the Game of Business, I talked about financial freedom, cash flow, free up your time. This can create anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 a month. Will that be okay with you? So let's understand how to play it. Now, I had a problem when I had $53 million of credit cards. My problem with $53 million of cards, I wasn't using them all. They started shrinking my limits too. What did I do? Simple. Every time I would loan out $50,000 off of a card, I brought in $2,400 a month, auto income. And then I realized I could design my own matrix. That's what I did. So a division allows us to do multiple functions, multiple entities too. So what do we get to do? In my book called Buckets of Money, all right, the reality is I created my first matrix. This was a corporation with 9 divisions loaning $100,000 each. That's $41,000 a month. Then I decided to add my subdivisions too. By the time I was done after 18 months, I had $190,000 of money coming in just on $4.6 million of credit. And what did I get to do? The assets behind that were over $1 billion. So my first matrix made the next billion. See, it's kind of fun to play the game to win, but it took 41 divisions in 18 months to do that too, and I call it auto income, just for you. So as we play, remember the goodies. what type of business you should go after. From there, I've been online and in person for 46 years, helping people get to million to billion. We get to play the game, we get to win. So let's understand the flippity dippity doos. All right, I thought the brokers were liars, the agents and the brokers and the buyers too. I hired the contractor that's hired the subcontractor that's at Home Depot. They're trying to steal my money. So at 21, I decided to become the bank. I wanted to be the bank. I sold my first car. What did I do? He gave me a deposit. He's going to go to his credit. I said, no, you need to do that. I got a division will carry the paper for you. Okay. So for 7 years, he paid me. I paid the original loan and I got in between $413 a month. So my first house that way, what did I get to? $1,200 a month. That was 30 years. This is 7 years. Isn't the goal to get money coming in automatically? Being smart. What if we took an apartment complex today and we dissect it into pieces? What do we learn an assignment of mortgage? My real estate system was designed for billionaires. All right, my buckets of money, tax balance, you become the bank, financial series 2. How about the assignment of asset? So we could actually play the game. Right now, and we got in 14 different states, there's brand new properties under $100,000, and they want $5,000 down. Which card do we want to use? What if we buy 3 of those? What would it do? Section 8, our real estate office manage it for you. So if we look at basically making a money-making machine, the ultimate goal is, what if we want to sell computers and widgets? We get OPM money. Dun & Bradstreet, supply and vendor money. What do we get to do next? From there, we can sell on Amazon and eBay. Isn't that the way to make some money today? So again, $200 million of goodies. Corporate structure, God's gift, the mansions in the harbor. All right, the race boats, the U-Docks, and all the houses on 5 islands too. We get to play, even the Duffys. So I like big buildings and Lamborghinis. I want you to think about things you can do starting today. All right, these are goals and these are things I obtained 20 years ago. You see the list today, even helicopters. So I guess white men do jump, stupid people say we don't. Checked out the lights at night, the Guinness Book of Records got kind of pissed me off. From there, no matter what you do, you can accomplish your goal. The only excuse you have is you. So when you hear no, don't accept it. Never accept no. That means they don't know how. You have 1,000 steps to get to millionaire. I put it in my Millionaires Founders Kit years ago. I sold it at the Bonaventure for 32 years, $5,000 a set. Very simple to do. From there, you got to stop treading water, plain and safe. There are 5 things you must have to get to millionaire. First, we need a solid 750 score. Next thing, we need a corp and a bunch of divisions. $1 million of cash credit. From there, $1 million of checkbook money and supply and vendor money. So this is a must-have. Hopefully you wrote that down for yourself today too. Next, how you receive money matters. SSN, tax, and probate till you're dead. S is for no taxes due till we're profitable. We could actually learn to play the game. So when I created my first blueprint for me, I was 9.5 years old at the Torrance Library. I call it See It, Believe It, Go Get It. The ultimate goal. So understand, if you don't have a corporation today, I'll hand you one for free. Is that okay? You will pay your filing fee. I'd like to put your ducks in a row. I'd like you to stop bringing the pain home. And I want to repackage your whole life if you allow me to. As we play this game. Now, rich and famous people listen to me better than you. Even presidents in the United States of America Incorporated. From there, what I want to show you is very simple. What did you do? You had a kitchen table meeting with your friends and family, going to start a business. Oh, goody for you. You jacked them up, dropped the score, got stuck, couldn't get any more, and hawked your house. Isn't that called dumb? Why would you basically say, I'm going to help the family but hurt the family in the first place? The goal is to never bring the pain home in the first place. So your ultimate goal today is to learn and pay attention to me. As we go today, we look at today's date, we project 90 working days because we want to accomplish the goal. Winning the game of business, I wrote 46 years ago. All right, very simple from Repackaging America. Page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow free up your time. There I am in that coma in 2009. My wife told everybody at the office he's going to die. Tom, who basically sells my websites and my phone numbers, Ron goes steal my books and CDs. All right, see, be careful is my point for you. You've already had family members steal from you too, and friends. So let's be careful. Let's protect our assets too. Now, the Millionaires Founders Kit, 12 books and CDs from this Plute set to get up to the $1 million of corporation too. But it's up to you. The office sells it for $4.99. I sell it for $1.99 on the webinar with me. And it's basically here, you take a picture right here. Once again, it's a Zelle, ray@raycredit.com, and I'm the recipient. From there, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Next thing is when you start that business, hold your breath. Or your friend's going to help you, are going to knock you off the cliff, or they're going to catch you, you're going to die. Be careful, please. Next thing is what I do for myself. Every day I give it 225. Go to my knees and say, thank you, Jesus, for yesterday, today, tomorrow, too. All right, amen to that. And then I go look in the mirror. I've been doing my mirror test since I was about 2.5 years old. All right, because the only one who helped me was me, the ultimate goal. So you listen to your friends and family. You tell them your idea, and what do? They interrupt you. They tell you how to do your goal. They haven't done dilly squat. Doesn't that cloud your direction? I like you to think a little different way starting today. July 4, 2009, I got 3 yachts in the backyard, goodies, worth a little over $3.7 billion of goodies too. Then I got to go into coma. Tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. I was given a choice to stay in peace or go back. Jesus gave me another choice. He saved my life. That's what he did for me. Ultimate goal. Now, I've been basically had to move 24 times. By the time I was 11.5 years old, I've been shot actually 3 times. I didn't realize the time I got shot with a shotgun, the assault gun, that actually counted too. And I've been knifed 6 times. Kind of sucks. But I think I'm God's example for you today. All right. The goal is to show you how to play the game. Now I've been basically want to get you past go. So let's give you some Lamborghinis, some Duffys, some mansions. White men Jew jumps. Stupid people say we don't. How about more Lamborghinis? How about basically race boats, your helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris? Now I call this Ray's rules. What is the goal? Is learn how to play the game and to win. The goal again is we use my blueprint. See it, believe it, go get it. That's the ultimate goal. Now, credit repair, I'm sorry to say it's a fraud. I didn't say it. The Federal Trade Commission says it every day. They don't know how to collect money up front. From there, so does the Credit Organization Act too. So today, write down Section 611. Google it. Find out what you can do for yourself. You see, when they say they can remove everything, they can't unless they rebuild you. I'd like you to understand, if you have an open collection account, if it doesn't go away, you might have to negotiate a debt or two. So again, we don't rip off our creditors. We man up, we woman up. TRW, Thomas Raymer Warrich, the report's from, became 96 and Asperian. And what did I draw in the first time? Fair, good, or hell no. If we do this my way, this is how you maintain a 750 score forever. You don't jack up the wrong card. If you would have known that a long time ago, you would have never brought the pain home in the first place. So we look at everything to negotiate a debt if we have to. All cards 29, 25% rule, but 2. And we look at rapid refresh and rapid score, which I invented 40 years ago with Ken Yarwell and Harold Stokes. But what do we get to do? The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. So as we play, you got 25 steps today to get to the millionaire dream. So we look at Intuit Credit Karma. Well, Intuit bought Credit Karma December 3rd, 2020. They got indicted 3 times, but it's free. So what do we get to do next? Step number 1. Now, if you're part of LifeLock, please be careful. All right, they've been indicted 6 times. Their last indictment's $100 million. I'll just tell you to be careful with that too. I like to obtain your credit reports today. I like to analyze them for you too. I like to show you exactly how you and I can work together to build you to the 750 again. All right, in 90 working days. I'll even call your case number on Friday or Saturday at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time too. So let's understand today. The SS5, which you didn't pay attention to, is how you got your SSN 1040 tax return. You see that Social Security card in your personal wallet today? If you read it, it'll say do not carry with you, do not laminate, don't use for ID purposes, and it's property of Social Administration, not you. So the ultimate goal, you can learn to play the right way. Now let's remember, the SSN is for the 1040 tax return. That's what it was designed for. When you got your first job a long time ago, you asked where your money was, because it's half of it's missing. Where's the money? The employer told you the IRS gets your cut, you get the leftover. See, we're all ducks and sheep. We can learn to play. We don't have to be stupid and bring the pain home ever again. You see 1244, almost not pay tax anymore. So the SS5 and SS4, let's compare the two. How you receive money matters no matter what you say and do. There's that SS4. Legal name of entity or individual person. Banks and grocery stores play this game and you didn't pay attention at all. You never look behind the curtain and realize it says banking and credit purposes per entity. You could protect your assets and not bring the pain home. A corporation should do 4 things. That's it. Number 1, buffer tax. No tax to due to your profitable. Number 2, all corporate credits are write-off. Interest rate in the payment too. From there, car at fleet price, free buffet at the hotel. That's all it gets to do. The division should basically line of defense, cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and we get to separate liability for real estate. See, a division gives you the line of defense. You build a corporate umbrella, and you build so you don't bring the pain home ever again. So I'm going to guarantee what I say I can do. As long as you do what I ask you to do and you follow through and you go to class, you don't fall in your want, and we basically don't violate the rules and tools. There's only 2 rules not to violate. Don't play, jack up cards, and do not crash your wrap or rescore by applying for credit. You see, if you do, I got to close your case. I've got to charge you a fee. Start your case over again. You screwed it up. So the bottom line is you have an open collection account. 5 ways to kill a debt. You have an IRS problem, they have a form for that too. See, there's always a way to rebuild somebody like you. Ultimate goal, we get to play to win. So let's understand, that 750 is waiting for you. All right, I'd like to analyze you today, wrap or refresh. All right, I'd like to block your crappy credit if you have any, push your score up and away. If we do this correctly, I'd like to do the wrap or rescore, put you to class, charge you $999, and give you a $1,000 card back to you. What happens during the broadcast with me, I tend to negotiate and bring that to half price, to $499. Then the card becomes $500. With the rules and tools I gave you today, you can maintain a $750 the rest of your life too. But you have to keep that discipline in place, the ultimate goal. Now, if you don't have a corporation today, I'll hand you one for free. You'll pay your filing fee. Articles also tax ID. So it's set up in level 1 on Saturday at 10 a.m. Here's what happens. You spend $999, which every one of you wastes $50 every other day, which makes $1,000 a month. So I'll build you $5,000 in cash credit, rebuild your life for $1,000. 5 times your investment back to you. How about $24.99 and give you $25,000 in credit? So the ultimate goal, let's analyze, add history. Let's pop credit as soon as possible. Is that okay? We get to play my way for a while. The ultimate goal. If you want that kind of goodies today, you would Zelle, and you put RW in your Zelle. All right, Ray at racecredit.com, and Ray Reynolds recipient, or bank or transfer, basically in wire. You can also call the office at 800-254-9506. If you use a card, they will charge you 5% more because the bank charges that to us. From here, I need you to call the phone number. You see, here's your problem. It's 1,000 steps to rebuild you. You're on the national robocall list in the junk mail. If you call 888-567-8688, you opt out for 5 years or a lifetime, you get the national mailing list. See, they sell the voting list 412 times a year. Cable bill, corporation. Why don't you opt out 5 years or a lifetime? The phone number is right in front of you. Let's do that later today, please. From there, we have to understand how to play. I want you to plan the problem. I want you to realize you had a friend and family member rip you off. You spent thousands and something didn't work. So let's understand today. If we create safety credit, line of defense, understand how to play, we won't bring the pain home anymore. When I drew the first one of these years ago, it was basically 0 to 29% is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. The ultimate goal is we balance our debt. We don't need to bring the pain home ever again. Step number 5. So let's think about something today. All right. If you take my advice and exactly how I set up the system in the first place, and you balance your score on these 25, 29% rule, and the ones you want to take past 29% up to $1 million and realize they don't fluctuate your credit anymore, you can maintain a 750 the rest of your life. But again, it's not hard to do as long as you follow through. And you get to maintain a 750 score forever. So let's understand today, you lose your job, have an emergency. What are you going to do? Everybody does the same thing. They jack it up, they get stuck, they can't get any more. And then they basically jack up their credit cards in 42 days. And they want the world to feel sorry for them. I don't think anybody cares at the end of the day. So let's say you need $5,000 now. What do? Go to the friends, family, the bank. They're all going to say no because you said the word need. The average person wastes $50 every other day. This is a $5,000 card in my hand. The payment's $50 a month. If you take the money you waste on an average month, which is $140 a week, $600 a month, what do? We take $50,000 off of a corporate credit card. We go get 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through. It's the same payment you pay right now. The reality is you can do that even during a pandemic. White men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. What do we write down now? Raise rules. We should write down we're willing to sacrifice a division, never the corporation and our families. You've been sacrificing you and your family. That should stop today. And let's get our cake and eat it too. Let's use raise rules. Step 7, become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home again. As we play this game, there I am dead in a coma. Google the address too. See, I've been in 2 comas so far. One, I was crippled for life at 5.5. Then Jesus said, get up, got up and freaked them all out. Last one, I got to basically die and come back and help you. You see, the devil's trying to knock us down and hold us back, but God's delays aren't God's denials. We can play. The goal is to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. Coaching program is fun. I analyze credits every 7 days and teach you on track what needs to be done next. From there, checkbook money. That's where the bank puts up to $150,000 in your corporate bank account. Corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. So the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. People aren't stupid, just half the people are freaking lazy. This man lost his job, got 2 kids to feed the family. Well, first he's got to man up. He's got to go to the church for the food for the kids, go have a garage sale, drive an Uber, drive a Lyft. Anything else is a bunch of blah, blah, blah. Hey, don't make me feel sorry for him. I came out of a coma worth billions of dollars and I was broke. My wife and my kids, what did I do? Sold a wedding ring, Rolex necklace bracelet, $16,400. I took my 3 divisions of me. I built another $1 million of credit. See, you got to learn how to play the game and not bring the pain home. That's the ultimate goal. A division allows multiple functions. And if we have a problem with the piece, we disconnect, isolate, and incorporate. The goal is very simple. What am I willing to sacrifice? I'm going to create my line of defense, but I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corporate, my family. So if I get the tax ID for you, if you allow me to, I'm going to set up your credit reports, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax, which I set up a system years ago too when I was training Ken Yarbrough for personal business credit, having some fun. So then we go get a bunch of credit cards, finance the business. Then we line you up for checkbook money. Isn't that the ultimate goal? Divisions do what again? Line of defense. My first matrix again, what did I create? $190,000 a month, 18 months, auto income, 41 divisions, and $1 billion of assets right behind that too. No more excuses for you. Very simple. All you got to do is follow through and let me hold your hand every step of the way. Look at your corp today. Double check you didn't use your home address. Put your ducks in a row. If they sue that corp, they're going to sue you. We create a line of defense and we don't bring the pain home ever again. That's the ultimate goal. Now I created something called daisy chain of credit. 1 card becomes 99 more cards. And we create more money to finance the business. So the only thing that would hurt you is you. Don't let yourself down, please. Bucket some money. So every division I set up for you. I'm going to set up history, tax ID, and bill credit reports. The reality is what's going to happen. I'm going to charge you $4.99 per division, 3 for $9.99. This is Zell with me, or you call the office at 800-254-9506. See, I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I like goodies all the time. I got to ride with Neil Diamond twice in the Love Ride. That was kind of fun too. So the $200 million of goodies here. So again, you should have $1 million of cash credit cards for the corporation, $5 million of checkbook money. That's the ultimate goal. If I build you here, then I want to get the green card for the corporation up to $100,000 and the 2 sisters for $30,000. That's 160 could be times 9. Is that $1 million? How about the B of A times 9? How about Wells Fargo times 9? How about we get the Inc times 9? How about we look at the gold times 9? And what is our ultimate goal? Up to $5 million of credit. Now we look at checkbook money at this time. The banks and the grocery stores are going to have fun because they bankrupt pieces. So if we take checkbook money, unsecured up to 150, they wanted 2-year corporate divisions or both, what do we get to do? We're going to look at the 5 favorite of mine. These 5 here give lines of credit all the time, and I call it checkbook money, up to $5.4 million. That's the ultimate goal, to write it off as you build your business too. So we play. Now, every Saturday, I have 9 classes, start at 6 o'clock in the morning all through the day. Some classes on Saturday and Friday as well. These are basically specialty classes in rotation. Now, what I want you to do is allow me to rebuild you. Let's get the cash credit. Let's use borrow money, and let's use that to basically buy your lifetime income, real estate and franchise, okay? Borrow money is not taxable. That would get you cake and eat it too. And I still call it raise rules. And we basically become a certified CFO, and we never bring the pain home again as we play. Today, let's say I wrote you a check for $1 million. What would you do? Oh, but how's in a car? Stop. You reference 3 times 5, you turn it to 15 million. And you use borrow money to build your business. That would be the ultimate goal, and winning the battle. All right, step number 8. So let's think today. You win the lottery, what's now? Now what? Your attorney's going to tell you, your tax attorney's going to tell you put it in your personal account. You're going to have gains, you have to pay tax all the way. What if you did a division of you and bank that money in the corporate tax return and the tax ID? And you sit with the bank and say, I want to borrow against it. And what do? Borrow money is not taxable. I believe you can turn that into $1 billion and play my way. 11 cities filed bankruptcy. How do they do that too? Well, the United States of America Incorporated, 50 corp cities in the United States. See, you got to realize they created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy just in case they have an oh shit day. You could have the same thing as long as you have no intent to do fraud. So we get to play the game to win. Why don't you Google bankruptcy later today? Find out who wants to be the duck the next time Blaine catches your fan in your life. Your SSN and family, or SS4, Corporation Tax ID Division. We could play the game to win. Let me add you to my credit system once again. You'll build you up to $1 million of credit. As long as you go to class, you don't fall in your what? You follow through. Beat your doubt, run your race. Get out of my way where I rebuild you, please. The goal is getting past go. From there, God's mansions in the harbor, race boats, helicopters, buildings too. Now, I'd like you to change your driver's license to a P.O. box and mail-in address. I'd like you to stop bringing the pain home and have more privacy. That's up to you, step 12. When you buy that car you bought today, you got sweated for 5 hours. You allowed them to do that to you. 9 inquiries, lost about $30,000. See, when you buy a car from now on, it will be fleet price, tax ID division, and you write it all off. See, it's not the write-off that matters, it's who's registered owner. When you buy a house, you don't want 2 people on the loan. Why would you do that? Lose house and car, what did you do? You end up having shitty credit. It's hard to say, but it's true. Then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now you got double shitty credit. See, in a bumpity bump, I want you to have them sue the division. I want them to get diddly squat, not you. That's called planning the problem as we play. So let's understand today, every property you ever obtain should be a division. Which one's going to slip and fall and sue you? I don't know. Do you? Your house payment's offset by what? Your house payment and your taxes. Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to double trillion now. They're doing what they're allowed to do. And that's the ultimate goal. He used Twitter. He bought it $44 billion. He borrowed the money and 3 banks. He didn't have all the $44 billion in the bank. So what do we get to do? I think he screwed it up. Became totally dumb, X-marks the spot. This guy's got a spaceship. He was the richest guy last week. They go back and forth. Well, let's understand something today. If we want to join them, we can. We can join the club and win the battle. We have to pay attention, step number 15. So run your life through a corporation or conjunction. Pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. Today, your paycheck, you get the net income. Leftover, you pay car payment, gas registration, insurance. I believe the answer should be no. You should drive company cars like I do. That would be the ultimate go, step 17. Next, why don't you get a hold of an SS4 form? IRS.gov and find out it says banking and credit purposes. You never had to be a duck and a sheep. You chose to do that to you. So again, Mama, hospital has since 71 has to sign the SS5 for the baby. We're all bonded up to 35 million apiece. So you get a house, it's escrow closed homestead trust. Oh, your house not in a trust. When they sue you, they take it away. When you die, your family gets stuck in probate and they get diddly squat. You hire a contractor and they hire the subcontractor outside Home Depot. So we better learn how to play, because they're all trying to steal your money away too. My way, they're going to get diddly squat. And think about the irrevocable trust too, please. All right, as we play this game, stop bringing the pain home. See, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Wesley Snipes tried the same thing that most people do sometimes. 3 years in prison, $5 million fine, ruined his life and his career. So no peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. We're going to play the game the right way, step number 20. If you want to save up to 70%, it's a division wholesale price. You don't pay a bill within 90 days. Leverage it $15 million too. Borrow money is not taxable. From there, all right, understand leveraging money. And we set up our line of defense. That's step 21 called blackjack, the ultimate goal. So here's my office before I died in that coma in 2009, 22,000 square foot building, Irvine Spectrum. The reality is it's going to be up to you. I created a blueprint called See It, Believe It, Go Get It. From there, my 3 closet divisions, all right, my 5 divisions of me, 3 divisions of me, 5 closet divisions. That's how I got my backup and a backup to build another $1 million of credit and buy my wife an extreme house. So that's step 22. 1,000 steps to millionaire. It's in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. You don't have your time has you. So if we look at this in the coaching programs that I do, 30 people in coaching at a time. I analyze their credit file every 7 days. I get them the blueprint call for past, present, future, family, corporations, divisions, irrevocable trust, car, house, auto income, and cash flow for your time. If you and your spouse or partner in life would like a blueprint with me, it's up to 1 hour. Be on the call together. It's $999. From there, I'm going to look at boring businesses, my payphones, and all the other things that I did in laundromats too. Every time I invest $40,000, I usually bring $3,000 to $10,000 a month in an auto income situation. I invest $100,000, it's up to $45,000, $250,000 up to $75,000. So if we focus on this correctly, and we go to the expo, it's like a deer in the headlight. We don't know what to do. Let me coach you every step of the way. Own the business, not run it. You own it, but you're basically not going to run it. Those are the ones I'd like you to think about today. From there, real estate, franchise, and storage units too. So we look at the 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. So if you wanted the 6 weeks coaching package with me, all right, it is basically $11,596. I'm going to do the blueprint, $25,000 in credit, expedite rapids, incorporate 9 divisions, and all the classes too. If it was done by you, it's $4,999 today. That way you get more than a 50% discount. You can call 800-254-9506. From there, our goal is to look at the 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. But I don't take payments on these. All right, another one too. Goal should be $5 million. At 3 months, lines you up for coaching. All right, 6 months you'd have for first location of making money, and the 12 months should have multiple locations too. The ultimate goal as we get to play the game. And again, 800-254-9506. What's a corporation? Legal person, but it may soon be sued. Be careful, please. What's a division? Line of defense. What am I willing to sacrifice? A division, not the corp of my family. Most of you have been sacrificing your family. We don't want to do that anymore. What are you willing to lose? I never had a Christmas and a birthday as a kid. I got a wife, I got that too. So I'm not going to lose my family or my corporation because I don't want to be a duck and a sheep. Divisions are where you get your checkmate. Everybody gets to win on checkmate. Step 23, ultimate goal. So if we play this, goal is simple. Reach in the dream, think to be the impossible, raise rules, become a certified CFO, corporation with divisions, building up to $1 million of credit. Ultimate goal. Today, if you have joint credit, please get rid of it. It's just in the way. You buy a house, it's escrow closed homestead trust. Corporations are free in all 50 states. You pay a filing fee. You set up your division for real estate, franchise, current business, and your line of defense. Now, me, I always want to give you up to 10 times your money back on your investment. That's why I always give up to 10 times money when you invest in something, because I think you've been ripped off by other people. You stuck with me as a personal coach, by the way, every step of the way. Kind of fun too. So the day, if you don't want the coaching and you don't want basically a corporation, which makes no sense to me, the goal is, what do? Let's rebuild your credit to a 750 at least. Let's analyze, let's add history, let's do a rapid rescore. Let's put you in class on Saturday and get you a 750 score. Let's charge you $999, give you a 1,000 card back. During the broadcast, I discount it to $499, but then the card becomes $500. My rules and tools I gave you today will maintain a 750 the rest of your life, as long as you follow through. Starter package for a corporation millionaire. It's simple. I want you to go to class on Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Articles also tax ID free. You pay your filing fee. You're going to invest $999. I'm going to build you $5,000 cash credit back to you. 5 times your investment, $24.99, $25,000 of credit. We analyze, we add history, and start popping credit right away. That's the ultimate goal. If you want that kind of package today, it's a Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, or wire, or you call 800-254-9506. Use a card, they will charge you 5%. So basically, if you want to give us referrals, I'll build more credit. If you want a referral and I'll give you 10% back, I'll do that too. But the reality is they have to say your name when they sign up. If not, they kind of blew it for you. That's why I give you my personal email address too. So remember today, the banks and the grocery stores file bankruptcy in locations. They don't bring the pain home like you. I want you to use division process from now on. And I want you to stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO, all right, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind that curtain every time and understand they got their goodies too. We stay safe. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, it's pretty simple to say. Now, if I understand what I offer today, if you want to basically Zelle, bank transfer, deposit, wire, or call 800-254-9506. But remember, we got to do our best as God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.